then you could select, what do you want to do? Do you want to do training? Do you want to do certification? Do you want to do resources? And this has changed from just a few weeks ago. This was different. So you might say, hey, I want to choose a path that's right for my fundamentals training. And so I go into here and I can go into level 1. And so it has a lot of different things in here that I could train and learn about, and different units. And then I could say, hey, I want to learn about some advanced training. And so then I can go in here and pick the different levels of training that I want to learn about. And they've completely restructured this in the last couple of weeks. So that's very interesting, because just 2 weeks ago when I was in here, it did not look like this at all. Okay, so they're always updating and changing it. Then you can also explore the Gmail basics. And when you go in here, this is some just quick start ideas that you can look at. You can also go into this little interactive, um, and when you hover on different things, it'll tell you what the different things are. Like when you hover on the paperclip, there's attachments, and this is your settings for your gear, and this is your options gear. There's also this little self-paced that you can go into. And no, I would not like to resume. I'd like to start over. Now, the audio isn't working on here, but you can still look at it and click through and take a tour, or getting started with Google Calendar, different things, click next. So just some different things to explore. And then there's always the good old webinars. I do not suggest that you watch these all the way through to 54 minutes, because I would suggest that you watch something, went and tried it, and then came back. Now, how this training is differentiated is really for the objectives. Okay, so these are the objectives for level 1. So when you do the assignment for grad credit, you're going to look right here. And you might say, well, how do I find out about doing these different things? Well, if you click on Chapter 1 Introduction, it will open up and it will walk you through how to learn about these different objectives here. Okay, so I just took the objectives from up here, and you scroll through and you can learn about these things. And if there's something not listed in here, then don't worry about that, because that just means that they've updated it and it's a syllabus thing, and don't worry about it for right now, because we're not changing that. So don't get stressed out. And if you have any questions, well, you can just email me. So this is what these are the tasks. So these are the things that you can do in Gmail. Now then, the tools, when I ask, okay, tell me about your tools in your assignment, we might say, hey, I made my signature block, or I created a system of starred items, or I want to, or hey, I learned about how to do chat. Okay, and then in the reflection, you're just going to tell me, well, how would you use this in the classroom? And you might say, well, for start items, I would prioritize what's coming into my inbox, so that maybe red is the first things that I have to do, and maybe purple are things for a rainy day. Or you might say, hey, next time I go on vacation, I'm going to put a out of office reminder so that people know that I'm gone. Or I want to know about my email notifications, or I learned about how to organize and search my inbox, and about reading email and reading my mail. Don't make the assignment harder than it is. Okay, so if you notice down here, I put the grad level assignment. I estimate that you're going to use 2 hours to read this. Now, I'm not going to come home with any of you and make sure that you read for 2 hours. The task, I'm estimating that's going to take you 2 hours to tell me about how to do these things.